Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This one is bizarre. This was sitting here and I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, is this a case of a knife that I have not actually unboxed? And I realized, yes, it is. And then I reached out to this company and I said, did you guys send this? And they told me, yes, actually, that is at this very moment, in my time, you guys are watching this weeks in the future, even if you watched it on the exact day that it uploaded, they said, it's not on the website yet, but it will be. So I will link it down below. By the time you're watching it, it might be available. This is a weird one. It's got a very unique element to it, and it's really, I think it's fun. So I'll link it down below, and you guys can check it out if you want to. I am not familiar with this company. I don't know anything about how they heat treat their steel or anything like that. But it's always fun to discover new brands and see what they're cooking up. So thank you so much for sending this in to me. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's find out what we've got here. Today's video is not a review. Today's video is simply an unboxing and first impressions. I have played with this just a bit because it was confusing at first. I couldn't figure out what was actually happening here. This, to my knowledge, is the Z01S by Zyac knives. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. So, what we have here, very cool captive pivot, right? We have titanium and a lot of stuff going on here. It actually, I just realized it literally says Z01S right there, right? Very long, slender boy, kind of wild. No pocket clip, at least not one that I can see. Or does this? What are you? Are you something? We will have to experiment with. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but anyways, what we have here is a knife that can flip. Let's take a look at the blade. Nice elongated tanto, a very long boy, right? We have a liner lock here. There's a little thumb stud here that's, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not the most comfortable thumb stud to use. And then you also have a front flipper. Big old long thing. Now, I kept pushing this button, and I was like, well, this is obviously a button-operated liner lock, right? I mean, that's what this must be. And I would push the button, and nothing would happen. And I got to looking in here, and I could see something moving, you know. I'm like, well, what's that? What's the little nub, a little grape poking its head up? I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And then I felt it move down here. I push this button and the handle collapses, which it actually clicks into place. What the heck? So the idea here is that the handle can be elongated or shortened in the open position for, I guess you could make an argument for like ergonomic optimization. Maybe if your hands are a little smaller and you don't want to hold on to so much knife, right? It does not do this obviously in the closed position because the blade would not allow for it. It also won't move. So by the way, you cannot, I know people want to know, what if I accidentally push that button? Will it mash the handle into the tip of the blade there? And the answer is no. It won't move at all. The only way that it will actually move is in the open position. You push that button there and click. And it won't release unless this button is again pushed and it moves this. You can actually see that thing in there. It moves this back. So I've never actually seen a knife that does that. And again, you know, looking at this, it's like, how useful is that really? Well, I don't know that it is incredibly useful, but it is interesting and it is different, which we desperately need, right? I mean, it's, at this point, I would say it's about 1 in every 50 pocket knives that I handle is actually interesting in some sort of, in terms of some sort of mechanism, right? So a lot of times the knives that I handle are interesting because they're a really, really good value, or they're using some different type of steel, or they're heat treating it exceptionally well, or they're doing something different, you know, versus a lot of their competition and not just making the next mediocre thing. This does not provide, you know, anything, in my opinion, that is incredibly meaningful, but it is cool. It is different. I love things that transform. I love knives that transform even if they aren't necessarily transforming into something that correlates to convenience or utility. I just think this is neat because I've never seen it before. I have seen different styles of pocket knives that have a handle, you know, like that one from Midgard's Messer, where it's sort of, you open the blade and this thing like rotates and it extends and allows for a longer blade to be seated inside of a shorter handle, right? So the only other thing that I'm trying to figure out, and by the way, the liner lock won't even disengage in this. Oh, you know what? I just realized there is another, like a double benefit here. This is now locked to the point where the liner lock cannot disengage because the handle has been shortened. So this can be used in this elongated position here. But I guess this double, I just went on this long rant about how it's not actually, it doesn't really provide anything meaningful. That's not necessarily true at all. This locks the handle in a way, yes, it does shorten it up, but it locks the handle in a way that the liner lock cannot disengage now. I wonder why exactly that is. So this must slide up and something gets pushed into place that makes it to where the liner lock can't disengage now. So that's kind of cool. That is now a lot more interesting. Like, I was just generally fascinated by the fact that the handle could be elongated or shortened. I thought that was kind of neat, just in a general sense. But the fact that this is actually now a lock safety. Yeah, I can't say that I've ever seen a safety system exactly like this before. That is really wild how that works. So there is a click in both the closed and the open position. So I mean, like, you have to push that button. So the other thing here is that disengaging, I mean, that liner lock will not disengage. Oh, no, it will. No, but it can't go any further then. So it's stopping the blade. The only way the blade can come all the way out is right there. The handle has to come all the way out. So there is no situation where you can, like, accidentally close. You can't, like, close the blade. Like, it is stopping on something here. You can't close the blade on a handle that's not completely extended. It has to be extended in order for that to happen. The most comfortable way to deploy this is definitely the rear flipper. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That liner lock there is very thin. It's very narrow. It's not sharp. It's not sharp like a blade, but it's sharp like just the material itself is just very, very thin. This is neat, right? Largely unnecessary, way off the beaten path, but that's exactly the type of stuff that I like to look at. This is cool. I've never seen anything like this before. So it'll be fun to, obviously this is just a first impressions video, so there's probably little things that I missed or things that might be obvious to you that aren't obvious to me. We'll return in the full review with all of those little tiny details. But for the time being, I will link this down in the description so that you guys can go and check it out. And this company, because this company is brand new to me and probably for many of you as well. So thanks again for sending this in. The full review will come a couple of weeks down the road. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.